we have Janice calling in from New York. Janice, you're live on Talk Heathen. Very curious about this one.
Oh my God. Hello. Thank you for taking my call. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I've been watching the show all morning. The other caller was talking about cults and whether or not Christianity is a cult. And it got me thinking. I'm a Scientologist, and Scientology is incredibly misunderstood. Like every time you talk about cults, people are like, Scientology, Tom Cruise, yada, 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 Scientology. And like, honestly, I feel like it is my job to help people understand what Scientology is really about and like all the positive things that Scientology could kind of do for people and like how it's not really a cult. So I just kind of consider this like kind of my calling a little bit, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm not trusting the vibes right now. I think that you have the potential to be a troll caller not because of anything other than the fact that this is a pretty radical claim that you're making here. And so I'm on high alert. Okay. So I will let you make your case. And we're happy to discuss it with you. But I'm just letting you know my signal's going off here. Kelly, your signal's going off here.
I don't want to say my signal's going off. I'm a little cautious, but just a little, and I'm willing to hear what they have to say. So,
all right, Janice, go ahead.
Oh my God, no, I don't listen. I don't blame you one bit. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I feel like
right, yeah,
because like if you were like LDS and you were like, give me a minute, I'd be like, no, thank you. LDS is a cult. But what I'm trying to help people understand is Scientology. Like, there's a lot of discourse about Scientology, right? People are like, it's crazy. They believe that there's like multiple levels and that if you donate more money, blah, 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 it's like a Hollywood scam. But Scientology has honestly saved my life. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Scientology changed my life for the more positive. And I grew up Catholic. Like, this isn't my first religious experience. But I don't, you guys have any questions? I don't know. I've never done this before.
Hey.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be honest, over the years I've done this show, I've only talked to a handful of Scientologist callers. Scientologists are not super willing to talk to us, I think, for a number of reasons. But also, Scientologists are a pretty small segment of the population. I'll give you my take on Scientology, and you tell me what you think about this, and maybe we can start with that. I think Scientology is a man-made religion. I think Scientology is basically entirely on the whims and writings of L. Ron Hubbard, who had committed numerous scandals within his lifetime, both personal and affecting large amounts of people outside of his personal life. I think he's been shown on a number of occasions to have lied about many things. I think he had issues of sexual misconduct. I think he's had a pretty rough history, and also was known to have not the best character for those who have spoken personally about his life as well. So I think everything that has come from Scientology has sort of been rooted in a really person who I would call bad, right? I don't think L. Hubbard is a good guy. So it kind of leads me to think that the rest of the religion doesn't have much to teach me or anything about life, or really doesn't give me any pause into thinking that it's true. It seems to have a very traceable source that we can look at. So that's my thoughts on Scientology. What do you think of that?
I mean, you know what? I think you converted me. I think you did it. I don't think I'm a Scientologist anymore, because you're right. Nobody's found Shelley Miscavige either. I've got a lot to think about. That was a good point.
Okay, wait. Again, the troll vibes are going off here, because it's very rare that anybody says I make a single point and anybody is an instant deconvert. So tell me more about what you're thinking here, because I'm having a little bit of trouble. So now you're sort of disavowing Scientology entirely live on the air?
I'm going to be honest. They had really good coupons the first time that I stopped by the office.
Okay.
They did. They had really good coupons.
Yeah. This is unfortunate, Janice. You know, I wish you were a real caller. Clearly, you're not. You're not being sincere with us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. But
That sucks.
I hope you had a good laugh and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So that's it. Yeah, it's kind of obvious from the beginning, I think.
I was thinking that it sucks that somebody spent that much time of their life to just do that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, obviously.
It wasn't even a good fake call.
No, you can't. First of all, you can't. You can't call somebody out for the way they sound, just on the air, right? But now in retrospect, it's easy to see it was a little bit of put on with a voice and accent, right? But you know, I don't know what the point of a call like that is, because if a Scientologist did call in, I would be interested in hearing why they believe what they believe. Like I said, you and I think you've talked to them too, right? I think you were on the call with me that time. That it's only happened like twice on Truth Wanted, and both interactions were very different from each other. One was very serious with us about it. The other one was a bit more thoughtful from what I recall. But yeah, it's not really something that a Scientologist would really do too often. So very disappointed. Thought we'd have a good conversation, but you know, this call-in show, whatever. We move on.